Welcome back everyone. In today's short video, I'm going to discuss some common questions and answers to these questions regarding the LORs. But before I go any further, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please hit subscribe. We will discuss the answers to the following questions. Can I upload the LOR myself? And can I add a letter after applying to the programs? And what if the attending is not responding? How can I upload the letter then? So the answer to the first questions, can you upload the letter yourself, is yes. Yes, you can upload the letter. All you have to do is generate a letter request form, and then you have to go to the physician portal. If your attending does not have a physician portal, with his permission, you can create one in his name. But now that the letter will be exposed to be, it will be becoming a non-waved letter, meaning that you have seen what's written in the letter. So you can do it yourself, but you have to make sure that you ask the attending first that this is the way you will be doing it. Sometimes the attending, if they are like young and they are pretty handy with the computers and stuff with technology, they can upload it themselves, and most of the attendings in the United States can do it. But some of the old school, like I had some one or two attendings which were like really old, and they were not familiar with the whole process itself. So they had students in the past, so those students had made their IDs, and those were running their IDs. So they just asked me to contact that person, and that person uploaded the letter. In that way, it still remained a wave letter. It's, I would say, I am not sure actually whether it's legal or not, but most of the attendings do it. So if you ask about the legality of this thing, I'm not sure how legal it is, but that's the way old school people are doing it. The second question is, can I add a letter later once I have applied to the programs? Actually, you cannot. Once you have applied to a particular program, you cannot change your personal statement, you cannot change your CV, and you cannot change your letters of recommendation. Even if you have allocated only three letters, you cannot add a fourth letter to the program. The only things that you can change is your biographic information. Even your CV, once it has been submitted, you cannot even change it. Even if you are applying to a new program, still you cannot change your CV. However, if you haven't received any of your USMLE scores or any of your OET exam results, it can be added into your ERAS CV once the result is declared. If a program has already downloaded your application before your result came back, those new changes won't be reflective on your paper application that they have downloaded and printed. I will encourage you, as soon as you get the results of your exams, email all the programs to let them know that there are some changes in your application and your one of your result has been declared just recently. This way, even if they have downloaded your application, which you may not be aware of, they will know that there have been some changes in the applicant's CV. On the sidelines of this question, if you are doing a current rotation and you think that your attending is going to write a letter at the end, tell them that you're applying this season and you need a letter of recommendation in order to apply for the match. So most of the attendings are really good. They can write the letter even in the middle or initial phases of the rotation. So don't worry. You just have to ask them that they can write a letter about you in the beginning, so that you have everything ready by October 21. Last but not least, the very last question, that if the attending is not responding and he promised you a letter of recommendation in the past, what should you do now? This happened to me as well. Despite repeated calls and despite repeated emails, my some of my attendings were not responding. They had promised me that they will give me a letter like a year ago when I was doing rotations with them, but they were not like uh, responding to me. So for this, I would say try to call their office, because these attendings are very busy, and their subordinates, their secretary, uh, their whole purpose is to get the calls from the people. So you should call their secretary. Sometimes you can easily find their numbers from Google, and call the secretary and let them know that you are in kind of a deadline and you have to submit the letter as soon as possible, and the attending promised you the letter. You can email the secretary your picture with your attending if you had one during the rotation, and you can email them the template of the letter that you want, and you can also email them your conversation with the attending in email threads. And if somebody promised you in the past that they will write a letter, they will write a letter. So don't be shy about asking them again and again. They are busy, uh, so you have to try really hard to make sure that they upload your letter. So that's the end of the video. I will be making a video on LOR content and NRMP ID related questions really soon. And hit like if you liked my video. Do let me know in comments which other important topics you want me to discuss. And please subscribe and hit notification button for more upcoming content. Thank you all.